wanted to bring this up because Fightful did finally report about this, and I didn't want to say anything until our dude SRS made a comment. But WWE talent are unhappy with Def Rebel and their music. A lot of them are fighting for getting their old theme songs back. And
we saw that at the
God
Rumble.
damn it.
We saw that at the Rumble because Alexa Bliss returned and she had her old music. And AJ Styles returned and had his old music.
Old music.
So 2 returning superstars already just were like, yeah, that shit you had me using before, no. So that's why it's like I feel like this story is coming out now, because it was very obvious to everybody that those 2 had terrible entrance themes the last time we saw them, and everybody was begging for their old ones to come back. And then they do come back and they're both using their old ones. So that feels like, okay, now we're going to hear some of the truth about Def Rebel, because the fans have been saying it for a really long time, but we haven't really heard it definitively from, wrestlers or whatever.
No, we haven't.
But that was a sign.
It was a sign. Like Randy Orton it's I've seen a lot about Randy Orton asked to change his music and him saying no every time. There've been thoughts.
Yeah.
You can't change his music.
It's
Kevin
like
Owens
changing it now. You can't.
Yeah, no, you can't. Kevin Owens has had the same goddamn entrance
but
since
it works.
NXT. But it works. Whatever he's doing.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like it might just be instrumental, but like it works for him. It fits his vibe no matter what he's doing. So he's lucked out in that regard.
What do you think of Finn's?
I didn't hate it, but I don't think it fits his vibe. Like I think it could, but like they debut it when he hadn't been around for a while. So it feels like they could have tried to like make it into something, but it's the Rumble is always something that reminds us of how bad the music has gotten, because nobody reacts until they see the name on the screen. Like their songs are not identifiable. And that to me is like that's the easiest reason why you should change the songs, because we shouldn't have to be looking at the screens, because like I was watching it with my sister and she kept looking at me because she doesn't watch it on a regular basis, so she doesn't necessarily know music. So she would look at me when the music hit to be like, okay, who is it? And it would take me a second sometimes, because I'm like, I don't even fucking know.
There's a lot of them that they need to change music in some way.
And CFOs wasn't that bad. Like they
CFO
got rid of
good.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
CFO was glorious.
We all yearn for Jim Johnston, but I think people forget he's like in his 70s and he's doing music for movies. So like he's not just gonna come back, but his mentality of how he made music for wrestlers, that is something that they can try to look for in who they replace Def Rebel with, because he has talked about how he tried to make you feel like who that person was, or just by hearing their song, or even just hearing like the first beat, like you immediately knew who it was, what they were about, what their vibe was. Like it told a story, and I feel like that is lacking with the music that we've been getting over the last however many years. Like it's you can't identify the person, and then when you do see it, it's like you just said with Finn, it didn't fit at all.
I didn't know it was Finn until I saw him running, and I was like, oh,
nobody did.
Good.
I don't think anyone did, and I felt bad because I was like, that's Fergie, and I didn't even know.
I felt so bad. I would like to see the CFO. Or why don't they bring in Downstate? Downstate does like a bunch of theme songs for a bunch of wrestlers.
But you don't want that all the music to sound the same, because the singer sounds the same.
Well, they can source out other people.
I mean, I guess, but they were like a legit band, so they might not want to be like doing that,